And 3. You can record. Good? You are? Howdy y'all, it's favorite trainer with a belt buckle, taking you through how to program for a beginner, moderate, or advanced client 60-minute session. If you haven't read my book, How to Become a Successful Personal Trainer, check out that belt buckle. It's going to change your game. It's going to save you a lot of money as well. So today, if you're not familiar with Show Up Fitness, we teach trainers anywhere in the world. I had a student ask me in class, could you design a YouTube to show us basic programming? So here's our template that we do at Show Up Fitness. You have a core pattern. A great trainer is going to program off of patterns, not exercise. I can always tell you a shitty trainer, burpees, renegade row, curls, they're just throwing random shit in there. Great trainers program off of patterns of movement. So we do a circuit here, 3 exercises. Circuit here, 3 exercises. And then the last circuit, 3 exercises. So we have core patterns. You have a push, horizontal, vertical. You have a pull, horizontal, pull, vertical. So when we pull, primarily back and buys. When we push, primarily chest and tries. Interns that go through the internship, we put it on you to know the action of the humerus. So you should know this is horizontal adduction, elbow extension. Your scapulars are protracting. That helps build confidence. It's hard to learn that in a textbook because you can't ask questions. If you haven't sat into one of our live Zoom classes, shoot me a DM. Find us on Instagram, Show Up Fitness Internship. Transition is going to be like a jump, like a farmer's carry. Some people put those into 2 different core patterns. I just keep it as transition. You can even throw like a throw or a crawl. Hinge, more hip dominant. It's going to be more of the glutes. Look at that sucker. Squat, glutes are still working, but it's more knee dominant. Contrary to popular belief, people will say when you squat, your hamstrings are a big mover. They're synergistic. That's false. When you squat, it's going to be more your adductors. Your adductors are synergistic to that movement. Then we have unilateral, and that's going to be a step up, a lunge, a side step up. The accessory movements are going to be easier. They're going to be isolation. It could be a corrective if you have a client who's in pain. It could be cardio. It could be core, as in the abs. Maybe you just need a rest. Your client's really overweight or deconditioned, so we need to take longer during that circuit. We just do a core. Sometimes we even do a core and just an accessory, like an isolation. And then we have a little game section down here. I'll talk about that. So let's take the exercise, the pattern first. We have an exercise like a goblet. We can progress to make it more challenging, like a back squat. We can regress to make it easier, body weight. You take a hinge pattern, you have a hip thrust, progress into a deadlift or a trap bar, RDL, regress into a bridge. Then we have a push-up. You progress into like a bench press, regress into a wall push-up. So you're going to be confused as hell in the beginning. I don't know how to program. In my book, I talk about 80 to 90% of certified trainers quit within the first year. It's because they don't understand this stuff. They don't know their anatomy. Do you know the 17 muscles of the shoulder? Do you know what that sucker's called? Bicep brachii. You should know that it flexes, and it supinates. By understanding that, it builds confidence. So you're not just throwing random shit on the board when you take a client through a workout based on their goals. That's the needs analysis. So here's a program that I just did with a client who came in. She hasn't trained in 3 months. One of our bartenders that we train in Santa Monica. Great people to train. Also lawyers. Make sure they're covering your ass so you don't get sued. I love my Manhattans. Check out Happy Hour. So I took her through a workout today. Here's what we did. Goblet. Well, first thing she did when she came in, how are we doing? How's the body holding up? She had a little shoulder stuff. Is it doing okay? Yeah, it's all right. I haven't worked out in 3 months. So here's my workout for her. We did goblets, push-ups, into planks. We rest. I add weight. I talked to her. How's it going, Emily? What's new? How's that screenwriting going? Build a rapport. Add weight on the goblet. Go into a push-up. We're going to either do more volume as more reps, or maybe you want to make it more challenging, have her close her eyes. Her shoulder's a little janky, so we were working on the range of motion. Range of motion is still limited. She messed up her AC joint, and we were able to help with the full range of motion by teaching her how to slow it down eccentrically. And the planks, 3 rounds. Then we got into the second one. So we did a single arm press. We did banded bridge. Then we did some bicycles. Went back into the single arm press, went a little heavier. Banded bridge. Make the bicycles more trainer engaged. I put a little band around her foot. Did that 3 rounds. We're about 40 minutes into the workout now. It's the great thing about this template. It takes about an hour. If you're only training for 30 minutes, just take away one of the sets and just do 2 rounds. In the last circuit, we did reverse lunges, dumbbell row, and then we did a peel off into the stairs. And that's what I kind of call like a gain variation. Make it fun. She likes to sweat. She likes cardio. So we would do the reverse lunges. We do a dumbbell row. She's pretty strong. We're using a 20 on the dumbbell row, 15 on the presses, and then the peel offs with the band, and then we did a set of the stairs. Came back down, did that for 3 rounds. Now here's my homework for you. If this was confusing, keep on going through our videos. Check us out on Instagram. Subscribe, yes, but shoot us a DM and get in one of our classes. I'll give you the first one for free. We have programming classes. We have classes every day. You can become a trainer anywhere in the world. Stop seeking certifications. Pieces of paper, you put these all over the wall. It doesn't mean shit. Can you help people? When you show up with the trainer, the belt buckle, you can, but here's your homework. So here's your workout on paper. How is that going to change when you're at our gym in Santa Monica and the place is packed, it's full, 5 trainers. All you have is this spot. So you got to be able to take that goblet. Well, sure, you can grab some weight and just do it right here. But we need to be able to think on the fly and change the exercise by regressing it or progressing it appropriately. So how would you train Emily right here? This is all you got. Option A. Option B, you're over here. You got your dumbbells. You have your landmine, which will be a barbell, and then you have the step up. That's all. Great trainers can adapt into the environment that they're in. So I want you to be able to take this program with the patterns. So we hit each pattern once, a hinge, a squat, a unilateral. We have a push, we have a pull. You can add in the transition if you like, but look at the system. You do a core pattern based on their goals. I typically like to do a lower body and then upper body for girls. If it was a guy, I would do upper body and then the lower body. And sometimes I won't even do the second core for the first circuit because guys suck with cardio and it kills them. And so what you can do is just a core and accessory. Being able to think on the fly is really important. So we'll take this circuit here. You're not going to do a goblet. Let's go to a back squat, which we did today. Push-ups, we did it on a bench. And planks, but I stuck to that little space. Being aware of your environment is really important. Unless you own your own gym, that's fine. You don't have to worry about it. But what if you were training at Equinox at 5 o'clock? Come in here. Here's the third option. This is all you got. You got the cable rack. You got your bow suit. Get out of here. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be in here. No. No. You got this area. You got a bench. That's it. Sometimes you're going to have clients that are obnoxious. They smell. They cuss a lot. And another trainer's client may not appreciate that. So you got to be aware of your environment. Isolate yourself. Come in here. I want a full body workout. You got kettlebells. Can you teach a kettlebell hinge? Make those knuckles white. Squeeze that sucker down hard. Push your butt back. It's like you have your dresser drawer behind you and a hinge that comes through the hips. Push it back. If we bend over, we're not hinging. If the knees come forward, we're not hinging. So you got to teach and you got to know how to do a hinge pattern here. Boom! Hold on, better view with the belt buckle. Boom! Boom! So you need to be able to adapt in the environment. So you can't do a dumbbell row, or you could with that. Maybe you want to do some pull-ups. Here we go. Maybe a one-arm pull-up. I'm just joking. But great trainers can adapt to their environments. Interns that are online, send me what your workout looks like. Option A, the rack. Option B, dumbbell landmine step-ups. Option C, cable rack, the kettlebells, med balls. Here's a program for beginners. And remember, get my book, leave an Amazon review, but 90% of success is showing up. Have a great day, y'all. You can subscribe, follow us on Instagram. We got Show Up Fitness, Show Up Fitness Internship. If you want to become a great trainer, showupfitness.com. and most importantly, your favorite trainer with a belt buckle, check out my book, How to Become a Successful Personal Trainer. We will help you no matter where you are. All you got to do is show up. Woo!